Welcome to your Sanders team. Happy Monday ride. Thank you so much for joining us. We're here in Waterview again. Those of you who can make it to the start, thank you for joining us. Those of you who can't but are tuning in, welcome. Yep, keep to 85 to maybe today a bit lesser, 90 RPM. Consistently. So, okay, I'm sure Poppy's gonna come in. Our ride leader. Oh, surprise. Oh. Okay, sorry about that. Audio's back. Thank you very much for joining me. Yep. Okay, we're now more or less regrouped where I am. Nice and steady. Yep. One chasing the fun meets our recovery, and we will do it right. Thanks, Justin. Thanks so much. Much better, Ray. Oh yeah, you're verified. Thank you so much. Have a great morning and have a great week ahead too, Justin. Sure beats the Sister 19 online. Ah yes. Very nice to see a message from you. Bit of apologies, I've not been tuning in a bit lately. It's been a bit busy at those hours. But yeah, I shall drop in again and drop a great on you update. As you can see, we are off to a lazy Monday. back a bit to the gear. This works. Okay, time for hydration, everyone. Yes. Sorry. Oh, Mexicana, avocado. Yep. Hey. Alright, maybe I shall just pay a visit to Discord and see what happens.
Blank said churches no more.
Done. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So,
And I would much rather it happen that way than me or the elder stepping up saying, we're going back to,
yeah,
online only, because then people think we're making decisions. We're playing judge and jury.
exactly. Exactly.
By all means, you want to share that idea with him, by all means. It's anything to help build the kingdom. That's what it's all about. I understand different doctrines and understandings and the way we interpret things, but we're all in this together to build the kingdom. So.
Well, and there's only one reason why we gather. So,
yeah, so worship him alone.
Yep. Amen.
Right, Archie?
Yeah. Hello, is this a 7-Eleven?
Patrick?
Good evening and hello everyone.
Hello.
Did I miss the party?
No,
you just.
Who is talking?
Patrick?
Yes, sir. HSF.
This is Pat. This
That's
is Patrick.
Yes, sir.
The Patrick.
Yes.
Very
Patrick,
cool.
the man.
Yep.
Patrick,
Yeah,
this is Tina.
Yes,
This
yes.
is the Godfather.
Oh, no. I don't run a motley crew, you know.
I wouldn't say that much.
Yeah. Taicho, that's a better name.
Now, Archie, I saw you were in Washington last week and ran into Miss V.
Yes. Eugene, Oregon.
Nice.
My brother lives there. My wife's out of town for a week visiting our daughter back in D.C. So I was lonely. My brother and I are really, really good friends.
Amen.
I love road trips. So I thought, yeah. So I just hopped in my car, drove to Eugene, and next morning got up and went to the bike store looking for Virginia.
You found her. Good for you.
I did. We must have talked for about a half hour, 45 minutes. It was awesome.
Sweet.
It's
Now,
fantastic.
Archie, is that someone, Archie, that you have ridden with on Zwift?
Oh yeah, you'll see her. She goes by Z. V-Sting, Xing, bicycle way of life. So if you ride at the Cinders,
That
V-
me?
Yes.
yeah, that
That
V.
me? Oh my gosh, she's notorious.
Yeah.
Mrs. Slap Happy.
Slap
Yeah.
happy is.
Also known as YMCA. YMCA.
I can only,
Oh my
I can
goodness.
only say she is more effervescent in person. It was
Oh.
awesome.
I don't know how that can be, but that's very awesome.
She is so cool. I can't wait to go back to Eugene to visit my brother just to go see V again.
I love it.
Awesome.
I told my wife Patricia, I said, Trish, we go to Eugene, we're gonna have to do something with V and her partner. I just think I've got all these great friends, Singapore, Eugene, Knoxville.
Yep.
So, people that I only know through Zwift. And by and large, I just think everyone the Cinders are pretty unique. I think the pack is similar, but the Cinders have an incredible group of very, very good human beings.
They
Amen.
absolutely.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Very caring group of folks.
And all I can say is maybe our messages that go back and forth to each other are so sweet and wonderful that the people who don't want to see those kind of things don't ride with us, which is fine with me.
Amen.
Unless we can change them. It'd be fun to change them too.
Well, they can turn their comments off and not see it.
Yeah. But I still want to have a Cinders group ride in real life.
Oh, I would so join
get
that.
together,
Oh, that would be
somewhere.
wonderful.
have 3 days of riding. Just wouldn't that be awesome?
Awesome.
That'd be incredible.
I
But
did
he
something.
says he doesn't want to join because he's worried he'd laugh so hard it'd be too many bike accidents for us talking to each other.
We just have to have planned stops.
I did something similar. My daughter and her husband lived outside of Chicago, and she was having a milestone birthday. So for her surprise, I flew out. And as it is, one of the gents that I ride with on the TT1D team
Aha.
lives right outside Chicago. So we spent 2 days together. And what a hoot to meet someone in real life. I did a double take when I got out of the car to meet him, and he was not in his TT1D kit. It was like, oh, who are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've met, 5 or 6 people locally here on Zwift that we're planning on getting together to ride with once weather breaks. So
Yes.
I used to ride for TT1D
You
years
did?
ago. Yeah, I was in TT1D, then I got picked up by KRT to race for them.
Oh,
Me
gosh.
too. I used to lead
That's an invite
TT1D for a second too.
Yeah.
Yep. 2017 summer.
Yep, 2016, 17, maybe 18. Yep, I was with TT1D.
Very
With,
cool.
what's his name? The guy that leads it.
Val?
Ed Aguarni
Yes. And
and Jelly.
Angelini or something like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ed Angeline.
Yep.
Ed Angelis. Sorry.
Something
Yes.
like that.
Yeah. Big Ed. Yep. Big brother Ed.
Then there's Vance Now, I think
Yep.
his name
That's
is.
small. That's NAAL.
Oh, yes. Holy mackerel. He is an animal on a bike.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've ridden with him there and on the GGCC team from Europe.
Oy, oy, oy.
I found out, Archie,
Yeah.
on Saturday, the way it looks, my son-in-law is graduating with his doctorate here in the next couple months. He might be getting a job with the USGA in Ames, Iowa.
Oh, wow.
So my wife and I, we heard about this last year. There's actually 4 or 5 churches out there that are vacant right now looking for pastors. So my wife and I are debating of throwing my name in a hat, take a call out to Des Moines, Iowa area.
Well, yeah, grandkids come first, right?
Hey, man. She owns my heart, I tell you what.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That puts you close to Doc Dockle out there.
Yeah, and a lot closer to you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm back. I just brought the riders back.
Thank you, Patrick. You're the man. The man, the myth, the legend. We're riding with royalty.
Hey, Bill.
Yes.
Now, you've got my contact info. If you remember, would you send me the information for your services?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I love it. Thank you.
Yeah. We'll do it right now on the ride.
I know. I still in favor of online stuff just because, like I said, there's people that can't make it to services and it's their way of connecting. For example, yesterday I was driving home from Oregon and I was able to zoom in on services while I was in my car. It was awesome.
Wow.
You know, I mean, that's something I couldn't have done 10 years ago.
No. So, Bill, do you have a complete AV team?
Yes and no. It's all voluntary. My wife works on it.
Yeah.
And a guy named Joey, he's the kind that runs it all. Does a lot of Facebook streaming stuff. So yeah, I have an AV team that takes care of that. I do some Facebook stuff. I try to keep off it because it's trifling for me.
Yeah. Well, I recognize that, but that same is happening in our church. It's all volunteers. And because we are not of that generation who was brought up with computers, hello.
Yes.
It's fine when everything connects and is doing well. But when something goes awry, I am totally beached. I have no idea.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
In fact, Bill, this was absolutely horrific. We were doing a funeral service, and unfortunately, the link had been publicized on Facebook.
Oh, no.
And it got somebody, what do they call that? Crashed it. And we're posting all kinds of obscene pictures. It was horrible.
Here's people are just wicked.
Horrible. Luckily, the person who was co-hosting from home recognized that there were 4 people with the same account and they were all coming from that one thing. So she was able to go in and stop it pretty quickly.
Yeah, we got it back to watching their Facebook feed, and we see somebody posting something stupid, we gotta block them.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We haven't had any trouble. Actually,
nice.
And quite the opposite. I had a church last summer, an ELCA church in Texas. The pastor contacted me, and she said that they haven't had services in over a year, and she's been using our service. She doesn't have the ability to stream. She's taking our service and sending it out to all her congregational members, so at least they're being fed. She said, can I continue to do this? I said, oh, yeah, that's the gospel. Don't. So, which is good.
Well, it looks like the group has settled down very nicely. The pace is very much under control now, Poppy. Good for
Yes,
you.
it's come back together. It always does that. It's a little bit rambunctious out of the gate.
Yeah.
We get people fall off, and now it's coming.
And then they get into the cadence. So was that Stuart who was just talking?
That was Patrick.
No, I knew Patrick.
Oh.
But who's the gent who has that delightful accent?
That would be Stuart.
Stuart.
Yeah.
Okay, so Stuart, you're not from South Texas.
No, I'm from Seattle. Seattle, Washington.
Nice.
Yeah. The church office ministry. Yeah, I'm a member of our Presbyterian church here on Mercer Island. Yeah, we can now go back to church, but we have been using live streaming pretty
Yes.
often,
Yeah.
which is nice to be able to.
It's,
My wife and I lie there in bed and watch church from bed.
Yeah.
How's that day on Sunday morning? With our cats
Pajama
on.
church. Yeah. We call it pajama church. Pajamas and waffles if you want.
I call it worshiping St. Mattress.
A practical question on Zwift is, if you have some buddies that they are on the Ascenders ride, hey, let's ride the Ascender ride, and you can you're there, but it's such a big group, like today, over 200. Is there a way to find them? If there's
Drift.
not a timer left.
What I would do,
Yeah?
I hit my Zwifters button on my app, and then what happens, the people you're friends with, you follow, light up a light blue or a green versus the regular color. So you can find them that way
on the list.
on the list.
Yep.
Yep.
You use the
So on the
Zwifters.
companion app?
Yes.
You gotta shuffle back and forth through the crowd to find them.
Yeah, because it won't show the whole list.
On the companion app,
Yeah.
choose game. On the game,
Okay.
you have 4 different headers. You have map, dashboard, Zwifters, messages.
Yeah?
Okay, tap on Zwifters.
Yeah?
Okay, you should see Zwifters nearby and following. Your friends will be the one that you're following. Touch following.
Long as they're within 100 riders of you.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll click on the following.
That's where you find where your friends are, either ahead of you or behind you by the time.
Exactly. And if they're flying,
interesting.
you won't see them.
Interesting, because the ones I'm looking at there, it says 00. So apparently, but we're in a big group. I mean, so somewhere he's in this group. I'll scroll down and scroll up.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if you're friends with them, their names will show up above their head.
Yeah.
On the right.
Okay, I'll just scroll up, and there I see Poppy. And Poppy, is that Bill? Is Poppy the bull?
Yes, me. Yes, correct.
That's you. Okay.
Poppy is a name I inherited from my granddaughter. That's what she calls me. So
Sweet.
Okay.
And Bull is his personality.
Yeah.
Determined.
And that's an adorable profile picture, by the way.
that's
Bill.
me and my granddaughter. I raced in the 2021 Senior Olympics in Tennessee last year, and I won my division.
No
And
kidding.
that's
Beautiful.
her and me chewing on the gold.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, fun.
So sweet.
I didn't blow it up enough. I thought it was a cookie or a wafer, but it's a medal.
It's a medal, yeah.
Very cool.
How old is she, Poppy?
She's 3.5 now.
Oh, cunning.
Yeah.
As they say in the state of Maine, cunning.
Yes, she knows how to. She's got me wrapped.
If I had one request for our Zwift headquarters, I would ask them to give us the ability to clean out our garage.
Oh,
There's bikes, there's jerseys, there's stuff in there that I will never use, and I'd love to be able to, set aside, like a mountain bike or a gravel bike.
You should
So
be able to
when-
put them. You should be able to put them onto a virtual sale, and people can buy them
Ooh,
and
I
get
like
wraps.
that idea. Yes.
Because I got about 15 or 20 helmets and gloves from time I have stupid elk.
Yeah.
yeah. I know. I think when everybody starts riding, they just think that's the cool thing to do, and eventually you just settle down to one bike.
Yeah, exactly. And jerseys, I don't think I'd ever wear a camo jersey.
Yeah, no.
Well,
Because you're-
for my case, I will just only keep one more jersey, and that is the Zwift Beta Riders, the very first kit back in 2014.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's when I started riding, 2014, I think.
Very, very sweet. Oh, wow. But when you're on the, say the jungle route if you're on that route and you start out on a road bike and you want to switch over to a mountain bike,
Yep.
it would be wonderful to have it sitting in a special little spot where you can
Don't have to.
yeah,
Yeah, don't have to leave the ride.
and you don't have to scroll. Yeah,
With 15 bikes.
yeah.
Sorry, got carried away.
Thanks.
So, Bill, did you say you started riding Zwift in 2014 or started riding a bike in 2014?
Zwift. I was on beta in
Okay.
2014. I started riding bikes actually in 2008.
Oh my God,
That's all, Poppy?
that's
Wow.
amazing.
That's it. I got about 100, 140, 150,000 miles in my life now. So.
Excellent. Well, what's the terrain like out there for you?
I'm 45 minutes away from the Smokies. So
Oh,
I'm in the valley, but it's not flat. I can leave my house and do a 30-mile loop and easily get 3,600 without trying.
Wow.
One of my go-to loops is a 65, 70 mile with about 7,000 feet of climbing. So
excellent.
I live between ridges, so I'm always crossing over ridges and little mountains and all kinds of stuff. So
Nice.
then if I travel 45 minutes to the south, I'm in the Smokies. I can do up to Klingman's Dome or
Yeah.
Gap or the Parkway. So all kinds of climbing.
Now, Bill, are you doing solo rides or are you riding with somebody else?
I do a lot of solo rides, but a friend of mine I met through Zwift and also through a local bike shop ride. He rides here sometimes, Nathan Collier. He has Fridays off sometimes. Friday's my day off. I can spend all day riding. And,
Nice.
we take off early in the morning and go and spend 5-6 hours riding. So I do a lot of that. Tuesday nights I do a group ride with my bike shop, local bike shop. Other times I do meet up with people every once in a while. I do a lot of solo rides.
Yeah.
I'm not bragging, but a lot of people I ride with don't ride as much as me.
Mm-hmm.
So for me to ride with them, I got to slow things down.
Yeah.
So I don't mind going solo. It's better in a pack because it's a bit more safe. But
Yeah, amen. Yeah. Yep. We've had too many fatalities here in New Hampshire. When I lived in Maine, I was on the Bicycle Coalition of Maine, and
Okay.
we instituted the safe riding, share the ride
Okay.
initiative, and it helped a little bit. But there are just some folks out there who just do not feel bikes belong on the roads, period.
Well, they're either that or looking at the stupid phones.
Amen to that. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I just noticed when I've ridden back east compared to out here in the west, there's just not a lot of side on the road to ride on.
There is not, you're absolutely correct. There is very, very little, if any, shoulder.
Yeah.
And we have pretty good shoulders out here, even most everywhere where there's that white fog line or whatever it's called. And then,
Yep.
but I usually ride on the left side of that, to be honest, because I've noticed if I ride on the right side of that white line, people go right by me really close.
Very close. Exactly. Yes.
I'm on
Yeah.
the left side of that, they'll go way around me.
Yep.
Not just that, on the right side, you also have the rubble strip you got to worry about.
And gravel and cans and glass.
Glass.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, 1 more minute and we're gonna drop the cadence and go a bit slower.
Okay.
What happens here is when you start pushing a little bit slower, basically what you do is you're just gonna go into somewhat between zone 1 and zone 2. So you got to get the feel of a little bit more resistance.
I haven't been paying attention. I'm running 65 RPM right now, so I'm not dropping.
Okay, we resume with the regular chit chat session. Thank you.
Yeah.
My wife
Well,
and I are looking to do another road trip up in the Northeast again. One of our favorite road trips is going to our friends. We have friends that live up in Quebec. So we drove through Vermont and New Hampshire. And what we really did is we come to an intersection and flip a coin to see which way we go. We had no planned trip. No plan, except we just basically had to get north in about 5 days. That was such a great road trip.
Sounds great.
Just wandered Vermont and New Hampshire.
That'd be awesome.
the fall time up here is just spectacular.
Yeah.
The colors are breathtaking.
Yep.
It's the same thing down here when it's not too dry.
Yeah. Another fun trip to think about would be the national park in Acadia. That's in Maine.
Right.
They have an entire system of carriage trails all over Desert Island, along Desert Island, and there's no automated vehicles can go on these trails. They're all for either bikes, feet, or horses.
Oh, wow.
And just exquisite. This entire park was built by one of the Roosevelts. And the architecture on the bridges, I think it's 26 of them, and they're all different. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Worth a take-in.
Great suggestion.
That's awesome.
When you say no automated vehicles, are e-bikes allowed or not allowed?
I believe e-bikes would be allowed.
Okay.
They just don't want ATVs. They don't want cars, obviously.
Just seeing you say Buddy, V told me that he won the Ride with Buddy award once, and he wanted her address, and she didn't want him to pay the money to send the socks out. So he said, keep the socks, give them to somebody else. He sent them to her bike shop instead.
Oh, what a ride. Yeah.
What a guy.
He found a workaround.
He's a superhuman. He's incredible.
Her idea is find out Buddy's address and have everyone send him a pair of socks. Now that would be funny to get end up with 100 envelopes of socks from all over the world. Wouldn't that be funny?
That'd be neat. That'd be really awesome.
We have a lot of fun.
I hate to say this, I'm throwing this out there just so you know. Sunday after church, my best socks I had my best ride in are my dress socks from church. They're the most comfortable, and I seem to have this endless energy. It makes no sense. Spend all this money on cycling socks and cycling gear and a pair of $3 dress socks from Walmart.
Yeah.
So yeah, that makes me curious. What do you wear to church? How do you dress to preach?
Lately, I've been wearing suits. During the first service, I wear my alb and my stole. But during the second service, it's more contemporary, so I just wear my suit. Other days, some days I've worn nice pair of jeans with my cowboy boots, with a dress shirt and a blazer. I change it up. I keep people guessing. That way they don't know. They never know what they're going to get. I'm also the kind of guy, I'll grow my hair long and I come back the next week with a cut short.
Oh, very cool.
I grow a beard and I come back with just a little man bun on my chin.
Yeah.
I change it up, so.
Oh, my son-in-law did that once for the kids in his congregation. He gave him a challenge, and now this is a guy who had a full head of dark, thick black hair. He's Welsh, and he just I mean, this was a mane. It was a mane. It was so big and thick. So he heard shave his head if they met the challenge. Well, of course they met the challenge. And oh my goodness. So Wade sported a real cue ball for a head for quite a while. And he loves it so that now he shaves his head himself.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I did that with my church back in 2018. 2019, I gave a challenge. We were having an Oktoberfest. And I set forth a challenge. I said, if you guys win, you can cut my hair like Martin Luther, you know, the ring around the head.
Yeah.
And they met it, and they did that. I worked for 3 weeks.
Oh, what?
You want to talk about people looking at you funny. You pull this stuff, right? People looking at you like, did I just see what I thought I saw?
Yeah.
And then I shaved it off and I let it grow long. Within a year, I had a man bun. So.
Hey, Bill, I got to ask you a question. My nephew, while I was up in Eugene, bought a 2-year-old Sportster. It's a 1200, so it's not the smaller one, but it's a Sportster. But it sounds like a Yamaha. I was really shocked. It didn't sound like a Harley. What's up with that? Do you know?
My neighbor who passed away had one, and it sounded tough. It sounded not like a Yamaha. It sounded like a Harley sound. But what he did, he added an extra airline intake to his carburetor.
Uh-huh.
You know what they did? They gave it a garble sound.
Yeah.
And a thick hammer sound. I don't know how he did it. He knew more about bikes than I know. But I think it depends on how old the bike is.
Yeah, it was 2 years old. I was just surprised that Harley made them that quiet. Like I said, it sounded like a Yamaha or a Honda or a Kawasaki. It didn't sound like a Harley at all.
Yeah, my Harley sounds pretty decent. It doesn't have they come with factory stock pipes on them. They quiet them down. You can buy aftermarket pipes and change the sound drastically.
Yes, I knew that. I was just thought Harley came that way out of the box. That was
Nope. No, my Ultra. It sounds a bit more angry than a Goldwing. It's not loud. It's loud enough to get your attention.
So you ride a motorcycle, Bill?
Yes.
I'm trying to follow this stream conversation.
Yeah, I've had a motorcycle for 15 years, 14 years.
Oh, wow.
So when I first moved here 10 years ago, I had you're not going to know what it is, the Kawasaki ZX-10R. It's basically a race bike made road legal.
wow.
People will look at you funny when a pastor pull up his clerical riding a crotch rocket. So I went from that to a cruiser, then back to a crotch rocket, and then to a Can-Am Spider, and then back to a crotch rocket. Now I'm on a Harley.
Wow.
Thank you.
Okay, so you've gone back and forth. I'm never afraid to accelerate on a Harley or any kind of cruiser, Yamaha, Honda. But crotch rockets always make me nervous. It just seems like you've got to accelerate carefully. Otherwise, I don't know. Won't they pull wheelies on you if you just...
Yeah, my ZX-10R, 192 horsepower, the back tire. It would zip, and if you got on the throttle too hard, it would the front end would come off the ground. So you really got to feather it and be careful. My crotch rocket, my ZX-10R would do 108 in first gear.
Wow.
We get 0 to 60 in about less than 3 seconds.
Wow.
It would. They called me the fastest pastor. So.
I love it. Now,
That's scary.
I know zero about motorcycles, except that my son just got one. And does the name Indian ring a bell?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Indian's a high-end bike.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh,
that would fit. Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness.
Indian actually has stole a lot of things from Harley through the years to create their bikes, and a lot of their bikes resemble Harleys.
Yeah.
To some degree. But they're good bikes.
Yeah, they were big bikes back in the 30s and 40s, I think.
Yes.
Wow.
And then the name kind of died off for a while. I think didn't Polaris buy the company? I can't remember who did. But
I can't remember. I know they went through a lot of changes.
The thing is a
So-
beast. It's huge.
Yeah, that's like big Harley. Big V-twin cruisers is what they are.
Yeah, and more electronics on it than our electric station down here. Holy.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what my Harley's like. Yeah,
Yep.
crazy. It weighs 900 pounds dry.
Oy, oy, oy. And Bill, you're not that big of a guy. No offense.
No, 190 pounds. I'm not
No,
small.
you're not that big of a guy.
No, compared to some of the Harley guys you see, no. I'm not your typical Harley fella.
Yeah.
Well, I got it for my wife because my wife likes to go riding every once in a while. So I got something that would be more advantageous for her to throw her leg over and go.
Nice. Wow, that hour just disappeared.
Right quick. Yeah.
Larry, it was an absolute blessing to meet all of you. Thank
Pleasure
you for being
was
here.
mine.
Yeah,
Taicho, it's
Thanks,
good to
Tina, for
see you.
joining.
absolutely.
Yeah,
See you
everybody.
next time.
Have
Maybe
a blessed
tomorrow.
day, my
Yeah.
friends. Catch up soon.
Stay well,
Yeah, have a
please.
good week, guys.
Yes,
Bye
now.
bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye for now.
See you, Patrick.
Bye.
Bye, Stuart.
In a bit.
See you later.
Later.
See you, Archie. Bye, Pat.
Power up. Well, that has been a great recovery. Post-recovery after party. Steady lap around. One did fantastic. Consistent. I was ahead pulling, so naturally the watts per kilo will be higher. But set the pace. Now some of them are still going, that's good. The whole idea is to set everyone off in a good way the week. So did I. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna stop at 55 kilometers. Yeah. And this has been an Sanders team event, Sanders team Recovery Monday, followed by the after party lap. Thank you so much for joining me, and also for the generous ride-ons. I wish you all a pleasant week. And with that, good night. Take good care of yourselves. Drink lots of water. I'll see you soon. Okay? Bye-bye.